So Yancy, it's been almost a year since we've seen you. I guess just from the outset, can you explain why it's been so long?
Injured in July. Didn't get no fights booked in the winter, and I'm just here now. I was trying to actually get on Max's card in Canada. That didn't work through, so just kept training, kept getting better, made a lot of adjustments over the year. 2018 was a very good year for me to bang off 2019.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting you say that because obviously it's just the one fight. It was a main event, didn't go your way though, then you got an injury. But looking back, you still see 2018 as like a good positive year for you in your life, right?
Oh, always. I mean, everything was challenging, which is what I needed. I needed a challenge. I needed to make adjustments. Just like any fighter, right? You go back to the drawing board and you just get better. And I felt like that's what I did. I mean, hence why I went back to 155 and I'm ready. I've been ready since yesterday.
Yeah, so when did you make that decision along the timeline? You pull out of the fight in July, you get healthy from that, and when along that process did you decide, okay, I'm gonna go back to 155?
I was just training, staying ready. Max got in camp, Max got the notice, with Ortega, and I was like, I just kept in camp with him and I just kept training and training. I changed a lot of things up in my life for the better, just living a healthy life now. And yeah, I just started shredding weight, just started walking around. I'd walk around at 195, changed everything, kept training, living a healthy lifestyle with my environment, my food and everything. And yeah, I just started walking around at 75. Now I'm walking around at 160. Featherweights, watch out, I'm coming.
So was it just, I mean, because you fought 55 before, then you went up and had the welterweight run. So what are you doing now that you weren't doing the last time you were at lightweight that was making that cut more difficult, and ultimately how do you go up to 170?
I just got into being scientific, man. It's science. I just started, like I said, after I got injured, I really changed my life around. I really wanted to get better because I hated pulling out of that fight. I don't like pulling out of fights. That wasn't me, but I was injured. I never broke anything in my life, and it just pretty much like put me in a twilight zone. I was like, what the hell, and it just became an optimal human being, man. I evolved backwards from training in the streets. I went straight training in the jungle. Now I've been swinging from branch to branch, man, and just waiting for my next opponent. And that's happening January 19th.
There you go. So as long as you stay disciplined and do things the right way, you feel like lightweight's your division? Because you, honestly, it's not like the run at welterweight was bad. It was just the one loss you had, a fight of the year with Cowboy Oliveira, all those kind of things. It seems like that was a really good thing for your career being at that weight class at that time.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the whole weight class thing was something where I could just walk around naturally. Like I said, from training in the streets, I went to training in the jungle. When gorillas fight other gorillas, you think they care about the weight that the gorilla is? Nah, they're just gonna fight the optimal, and that's what I'm at right now.
Yeah, and obviously division has changed a lot since you last fought in this weight class. You have an undefeated opponent, big fight for you. What was just your response when you heard the name of this matchup come up and everything? Was it one that you jumped on right away? Had you heard of Gregor? What was all that stuff?
Well, most definitely. I moved back down to 155. I have no right, I didn't want to call anybody out, so I was calling everybody out.
What do you think of him? I mean, obviously he has a lot of hype behind him. People saying he could be the next big thing.
12-0, man. I don't take anybody lightly. Anybody lightly in the UFC. They're here for a reason, but he's the gift, and hopefully I'm getting a gift, and someone's always got to go.
Yeah, absolutely. And his wrestling is obviously a major part of his game. How have you prepared to be ready for that on fight night?
I'm a mixed martial artist, man. We stay ready for everything. I mean, he's got the stats, he's got the numbers of the wrestling, but he don't know what I've been doing and what I've been training in. And like I said, I train with the world's best. Max Holloway, I got Martin Day, I got all these other fighters that is just there for me. I got a great team making me optimal, just every day getting better. Every single day.
And you hear a lot behind the scenes that not too many people are keen on fighting Gregor right now. You took this fight. If you come in and win this, return to lightweight, beat an undefeated guy who I think a lot of people are seeing on the cusp of top 15, all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. What does that do for you, just reintroducing yourself to this division?
It implements my brand and where I'm supposed to be. Like I said, I'm optimal now, and I'm going to show you guys that January 19th.